to meet the players. Would you please welcome the Queen of the Palace, Fallon Sherrock, and Suits Soutar.
Right, so like I said, then Group F and G all wrapped up. Now it is all about Group E. Alan Soutar came oh so close to sealing his place in the knockouts with a game to spare. He upset the odds to beat Nathan Aspinall with a sensational 1-4-5 checkout in a deciding leg on day one. But he then missed 6 match darts against Peter Wright. And you just can't do that kind of thing against a 2-time world champion, can you? The Scotsman heads into this clash in 3rd place in Group E, behind Nathan Aspinall on leg difference. So a big win over Fallon Sherrock here will, I suppose, kind of put the pressure on the Asp ahead of his clash with Peter Wright, which comes after this one. But any win will do if Snakebite beats Nathan Aspinall this evening. It's a lot to get your head around, isn't it? It's a lot. To guide you through this one, here's Corin Hammond and Dan Dawson.
Yeah, permutations, schmurmutations, Emma. Let's forget about that for a minute. We'll pick the bones out of it in the next game between Peter Wright and Nathan Aspinall. It is all down to Alan Soutar and whether he can put pressure on the Asp and Snakebite. He has been something of a revelation in recent weeks. It was an uninspiring start to the year for Suits after that heroic run at Ali Pali. And if you cast your mind back to last December, he was winning games, tight ones, with massive checkouts. There was a 1-3-6 winning shot, a 1-4-4 winning shot. And lo and behold, as he's surged back into form in the last month or so, he produced that 1-4-5 checkout to beat Nathan Aspinall. So maybe the best of Alan Soutar is back, Corinne.
It very well could be, but I have noticed that Fallon's changed her shoes for tonight's match, so that could be a little bit different, because she usually wears quite flat shoes, and now she's got trainers on, getting a little bit more height, so we may see a difference in her game tonight.
Do you know what? Eagle eyes that, Corin, because that had bypassed me. I did spot Scott Williams' shoes the other night, to be fair, but they were easier to spot.
Yeah, I don't think you could really miss those yellow shoes, could you?
Certainly couldn't. And Alan Soutar, of late, has been struggling to miss the treble 20. We've just seen the most astonishing group stage display of 180 hitting ever in the Grand Slam from Ross Smith, hitting one in every single leg in that 5-4 victory against MVG. Suits the other day on the Pro Tour hit 11 maximums in 11 legs.
93. Did he win that match?
Yeah, only just, to be fair. Only just. Missed the double for a 9-darter in the very first leg of that one. But it has been the last few weeks where things have suddenly taken a turn for Alan Soutar. Came through the qualifier for this. Should have beaten Peter Wright. Did beat Nathan Aspinall. And he's been getting plenty of bang for your buck with Suits so far in this tournament, because both of his games have gone to the last leg deciders.
59.
He has stolen the darts here from Fallon.
Yes, hasn't been the greatest starts for Fallon in this leg, but I'm sure we'll see it improve as it goes on. She's left herself 1-4-3, so if Suits does miss this 1-2-6, she will be back to take a look at it. I think it's fair to say that's the difference between Fallon this year as opposed to Fallon last year, because we know she made it through to the quarterfinal stages last year here at the Grand Slam, and it's her finishing. Her finishing hasn't been as clean this year as what it was last year. She was taking out lots of big finishes all over the place, and she's had, chances at doubles in both her matches against Aspinall and Wright with big finishing, and hasn't been able to put them away.
Mind you, Soutar hasn't been able to put that one away. So it's a chance for Fallon. Double 18. Usually likes this one. It's close, that last attempt, but not close enough. might be too close. No, it was perfect. Double six is pinned, and Alan Soutar gets the first leg on the board.
Second leg out in the throat first. Game on.
Soutar snarl. Saw plenty of that in his game against Peter Wright. 6 match darts missed.
98.
Would have been sitting very pretty had any of those landed, knowing that he's going through to the last 16 on his debut in this tournament. The great Trina Gulliver, 10-time world champion. A genuine icon of the sport, Corinne.
Yeah, absolutely. 10 times. That's just amazing. And there were quite a few years between her 9th and 10th title, if my memory serves me correctly.
And still plying a trade on the women's series. To some success as well. She's been a very tough competitor the last couple of years.
And she won one of them this year as well. Yeah.
97.
Oh, Fallon hitting back, getting down to a finish on the Soutar throw.
Fallon require 164.
Doesn't need to go for this, but I think maybe if you're already eliminated, why not try and leave your mark as you exit the tournament with a big finish? Although in retrospect, maybe staying on the treble 20 might have been the wiser idea, because you could have left something a little easier than 68.
Yeah, that is very true, but I do think a lot of it's just automatic because you're on that checkout, you know what it is, you know what you're switching from to whatever, and you just kind of do it automatically.
Well, double 16.
36.
He's had darts to win both the opening legs. Alan Soutar managed to punish in the opener. 16 segment. Leaves the ball. Does not punish this time around.
Fallon require 32.
Snuck that in the corner there. So 2 legs in, 2 breaks of throw.
Well, she's managed to get on the board in all of her games now. Unfortunately for her, as that one takes a savage deflection. It must have gone in sideways, that one. She managed to get one leg against Nathan Aspinall and Peter Wright, but then didn't manage to add to that tally.
81.
There was a chance for Soutar if he won this 5-0, then he could have gone top of the group and potentially stayed there, depending on the result of the other game between the Asp and Snakebite. That chance has now gone.
At this point, all he's going to be focusing on is getting a win to then have to wait for the next match anyway.
Exactly, just get the win. Saw Luke Woodhouse already tonight produce his highest ever average at a 170 checkout. Still didn't get the win. Had he done so, well, probably would have suffered a heartbreaking match watching Michael Van Gerwen lose out to Ross Smith, and he still didn't make it through.
Yeah, absolutely. Would have been one of the very few players to have won 2 matches but not got through.
96.
Probably needs another. Gets it to leave a 2-dart checkout. Great darts from Alan Soutar.
95. Alan, you require 100.
Could be 2 tops. Well, if you're going to go for it, go for it. It didn't really look like a
It was kind of
full-throated effort.
halfway through there. 36 again. And this time she hits it. And you can see her throw her hands up there. Like, finally, after all these darts at it. And for the first time in her 3 matches, she's got 2 legs on the board now.
Yeah, she's in the lead. And you look at the numbers, there's very little between them. They've both had 5 darts at double in this match. She's holding her own against Alan Soutar, although it has to be said Soutar isn't playing at the levels we saw against Peter Wright or Nathan Aspinall. Not yet, anyway.
I think it's fair to say that Fallon's also playing below her tournament average at this point in time.
58.
This Group E paired up with Group F. We know that Johnny Clayton is top. Will go through in first place with Jermaine Watamina, the other player to progress. So finish top of this group, Group E. We'll play Jermaine. Second place goes up against the Ferret. Alan Soutar's been given the luxury of not having to go the bullseye route for this, so he can set it up. He will get multiple darts to level the match up at 2 apiece. And double 18 has been his go-to double over the course of the slam so far.
And in the required 36.
And that's why he's been finding it. Double 18 pinned, 2 apiece in this one. How about this? Well, it's his first maximum of this one. Makes it half a dozen for the tournament. And he has got the bug for hitting 180s in recent weeks, Alan Soutar. It wouldn't be a surprise to see him produce 1 or 2 more over the course of this. Not going to produce one straight away, though, to get us all excited.
Might just save one for a little later, Dan.
He might need it, because Fallon is hanging on in there. More than hanging on in there. It's a first max for Fallon.
And Fallon's not going to need to go the 167 here. She'll just be looking for something to be able to set it up for her next return. Could have done with a treble to make it a little bit easier.
Well, all of Fallon's greatest performances on the big stage is obviously the Ali Pali run, but I would argue that her run to the quarterfinals of this was even better, even more impressive. It sees her playing top-level darts. It sees her in this bubble where you don't really want to see her enjoying herself and smiling and laughing. You just want to see her completely focused. That's what goes hand in hand with the best stuff.
She's persistent with this 36. Left it again. Double 9.
18.
You can see the absolute frustration on her face there with missing these.
Big chance for Soutar. It's that double 18. Can he complete the tricky switch? Yes, he can. Double 9 is there, and this game seesaws back and forth. Soutar 1-0 up, 2-1 down, now leads 3-2. There is time for it to seesaw back the other way, but Fallon has got to make it happen if she wants to sign off with a victory.
86.
And that's a great start to this leg. Her second 180 of the match.
Right back at you. Right back at you, Fallon. 4 180s in the last 2 legs from these two. And counting. And counting. We're still going. Getting excited, Corinne?
Yeah, I am excited. If this first start goes in, I don't think I'll be able to talk. Okay, I can keep talking.
Well, again tonight we're teased with the prospect of a perfect leg of darts. Fallon Sherrock this time the one to do it. And Elise keeps a cool though. Saw Martin Schindler last night go 6 darts into the night, a crucial time, and when he didn't get that 7th one, kind of went to pot. And he got himself in trouble. Fallon's kept ahead there, left herself a nice little 2-dart out.
46. Fallon requires 76.
She's not going to leave 18s this time. She'll go to tops.
56.
And that one's not working either.
Fallon require 132.
Yeah, it really has been a case of missed doubles for Fallon.
How's he going to squeeze another in there? Oh, like that. That's how you're going to do it, is it, Suits? What about the double 16? Shot Alan Soutar. Another massive checkout. Not to win the match, but potentially to swing it decisively his way.
That's just fantastic darts. You can't argue with that. How he got that second bullseye in there, I don't know.
23.
Fallon started it off with 6 perfect. Alan Soutar ended it with 3 perfect, including 2 in the bull. The fireman from Arbroath. Pressure is for fire hosers, he says. Seems to thrive on the big stage. The question is, if he does get one more leg, will we be seeing him on the big stage again this week?
81.
It's all going to come down to that Peter Wright versus Nathan Aspinall match.
Nothing like a bit of darting drama, Dan. We all love it.
There's been plenty of it tonight. And plenty more to come. But Suits has got to get over the line first in this one.
138.
That was a stealth switch to the 18s for Alan Soutar. Not enough to leave a finish, so Suits, a decent setup shot here will put him within touching distance of a 5-2 win that really does put the cat amongst the pigeons in this Group E. And that's not bad, you know. He's already taken out 132, 82, similar shot, but easier.
Only needs the one bullseye.
Yeah, piece of cake, innit? Well, that makes it a little bit more tricky because Fallon Sherrock is sat on tops, ready to punish. Seeing the bullseye like a dinner plate. And double 16 is pinned for the match. A 5-2 win for Alan Soutar. Fallon Sherrock threatened the 9-darter, but Suits has put himself in with a chance of the knockout rounds. He'll be hoping for his Scottish compatriot Peter Wright to do him a favour as he faces Nathan Aspinall in the conclusion of Group E in the Grand Slam.